We are just about 33 days until the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and man, I cannot wait. But of course, we have the month of March to wait. It's painful, man, it's painful. But as we wait, I will be making videos kind of hyping us up and getting ready for this big Switch 2 Direct starting today. Because today, we need to talk about why you should be excited for this Switch 2 Direct. And maybe you just already are, maybe you're not yet. And if you're not, this is my job to get you pumped up and to get you excited. So today I have a list of 10 reasons why you should be excited for the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct. Before we dive into those reasons, thank you so much for tuning in, and let's see how many people we can get to subscribe from today's video pure off of hype. If you're a hype for Switch 2, leave a like and subscribe. About 104 of you subscribed the other day, so let's see if we can double this, maybe even triple this, because here on the last day of February, the Switch 2 hype is getting real. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's dive into the 10 reasons why you need to be hyped for Switch 2. The first reason you should be excited for this Direct is that it's been one of the longest reveals to actually release gaps for Nintendo Directs, like, ever. In fact, it is the longest one ever, and it's very close to the actual reveal of the Switch 1 presentation to the actual drop of the Switch 1 presentation, which literally is just a couple days longer than this Direct. So we can expect very similar situations here to that presentation, but this one being probably a little bit more concise and wrapped up and neat in a bow, since it is a pre-scheduled Nintendo Direct instead of a live show on stage at this time. But either way, this is a long gap to be waiting for a Nintendo Direct show, and for Nintendo to be kind of hyping it up this far in advance means that something really good is inbound for us. We have been in a Nintendo Direct drought. In fact, out of the last 4 possible Direct times, we only had one Direct of the 4, which was in the middle of June last year. So yes, that means February 2024, no Direct. It was just a partner showcase. September 2024, no Direct. And this year, February 2025, with this being the last day, yeah, it's safe to say no Direct. So with Nintendo skipping on all these Directs, it's clearly for a reason. I mean, these are ways for Nintendo to show off their upcoming games and obviously to get paid, because yeah, these are their biggest things of the year, and we only get around 3 of them, 2 at least every single year, at least at the beginning and end of the year. But the fact that we've been missing so many, there's definitely games to be announced and revealed, especially first party and third party partners as well, who need to get their games revealed. So we're probably going to get a blowout of video games. This could be the longest Nintendo Direct ever. Now currently we don't have a time listed as to how long this is going to be, but normal Nintendo Directs are around 40 to 45 minutes. But this isn't a normal Nintendo Direct. This is one of the first Nintendo Directs ever to actually feature information on a brand new upcoming console. And not just feature information, literally give us everything, because we know nothing about this console. So for Nintendo to fit in tons of information about a new console, tons of first party games and third party games all into one presentation, I feel like they're going to need more than just a usual 45 minutes. Who knows, maybe they get it done, but personally I feel like they might even go up to around an hour-long show, which would just make a lot of sense, considering the fact that they did something very similar with that Switch 1 presentation being right around an hour. But back to that part where we know nothing, because we don't. I mean, we literally know nothing about this console outside of the rumors and leaks that we've been getting from just random users online. We know nothing from Nintendo. We see what it looks like, but that's really about it. There's so much they can show us and tell us within this show, from the internal menus and the UI, any type of new apps or features that the console can actually do. For instance, it seems as if we are going to be getting some type of brand new mouse mode for the new Joy-Con, so this is the place to show that off, and anything else the Switch 2 can do. I'm sure there's going to be some wacky things that Nintendo's cooking, because we know Nintendo, they love to innovate, and there's going to be some weird new innovations to the Switch 2 that allows new ways to play, and they're going to show all of this off within the Switch 2 Direct, which is super exciting. Another reason you should be excited is because there's been a lack of major games for Nintendo. I mean, 2024 was 75% remakes, remasters, and ports, and the holiday season was full of spin-offs like Mario Party Jamboree, Mario & Luigi Brothership, and Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, which technically is a mainline game, but you know what I mean. We are due for some big hitters, and of course those big games to get everybody having sleepless nights until they release. You know what I'm talking about. Those Mario Karts, 3D Marios, Zeldas. We need some big hitters. That leads me into my number 6 is the fact that we are due for so many games. It's not just like one of those time periods where like, oh, we could get this or we could get that. I mean, we're reaching a time period where it's definitely time to go back around the cycle again, because it's been 8 years almost since Super Mario Odyssey, 11 years since Mario Kart 8 originally released on the Wii U, 6 years for both Mario Maker and Luigi's Mansion, 5 years since Animal Crossing, and even 7 years at the end of this year for Super Smash Bros. And that's just some of what we are due for, not counting franchises like Metroid Prime 4 that could be coming that we haven't had since the Wii days, and the same thing with Star Fox, which we haven't seen since Star Fox Zero on the Wii U. It could be time for some other IPs to also shine as well. So yeah, there's so much potential for some huge game announcements here, just because it's time. I also want to rant a little bit longer on this one, because I do read comments every now and then that says, Nintendo Land, why are you expecting so much? Like, yeah, we'll probably get a 3D Mario and maybe one other thing, but I'm not gonna lie to you, with Mario Kart and 3D Mario, I'm still expecting a handful of other titles as well for maybe people that aren't Mario fans. Now, regardless, I think everyone's gonna want to dive into this Mario Kart and 3D Mario, but there still should be a lot of other titles announced as well. We need a slate of games after the long drought that it's been, and honestly, my expectations are high, and normally I keep them low for Nintendo Directs, but this time my expectations are as high as they possibly could be for new game announcements. So I'm hoping Nintendo comes through and reveals a lot of new first-party games. And this also goes along with number 6, where it's not just the fact that we are due for games, it's the fact that there are no games coming out. We have almost a complete empty slate right now. There's nothing planned besides Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition in March, and then after that, that's it. There's no more games with release dates. We still know Metroid Prime 4 is coming sometime, and we don't know if it's going to be Switch 1 and Switch 2, just Switch 2, what it's going to be. And we have Pokemon Legends ZA that was just announced, but is not releasing until the holiday of 2025. So yeah, we have nothing to look forward to with release dates right now outside of Xenoblade Chronicles, and that will be out literally in the next couple of weeks. So Nintendo needs to start filling out a slate, not just for us, but also for investors that are going to be asking what in the world is Nintendo's plan moving forward. And with a brand new console, there's certainly going to be a brand new launch lineup and things to look forward to, so just having that in our minds, knowing what's coming out, is definitely going to satisfy fans. Number 8, an obvious but most exciting one is, guys, we're getting a new Mario Kart game. Yes, it's been almost 11 years since Mario Kart 8 originally released on the Wii U, then coming to the Switch, and then eventually years later getting a DLC booster course pass, giving us 48 new tracks and brand new characters as well. I mean, dude, we've been in this old era of Mario Kart for so long. It's so time for a new game, and we know that it is confirmed coming, and it is coming this year in 2025. Now, we don't know if it's going to be a launch title for Switch 2, which would make the most sense, or it's going to come out directly or shortly after, but either way, Mario Kart is coming this year, and that's something to definitely be excited about, because this is a huge first-party game for Nintendo, where we could get even more DLC that will carry the game for years to come, and tons of new characters to be excited for, tons of new tracks, and whatever the big new mechanic is. We know nothing about it besides that, yeah, we can race with like 24 racers, and most of the racers are coming back. That's really about it. So I'm so excited to hear and see all the new things coming to the new Mario Kart game. I think I'm more interested really in just the name of the title. Is it going to be Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart 10, Mario Kart X, something else entirely? Who knows? I know we're already excited for Switch 2, and of course Mario Kart and potentially a 3D Mario game, but I think there's more reason to be excited, especially as a Mario fan, considering the fact that Switch 2 is releasing on the 40th year anniversary of Mario. So yeah, we've seen how much they went out with Mario 35, so for Mario's 40th, they're probably going to do even crazier things. The fact that it's time for Mario Kart and 3D Mario along this time frame also just makes so much sense, but we could be getting even more from Mario spin-offs like Mario sports games, or maybe something else that we're not even expecting, like a weird collaboration like they did with Mario Rabbids with the Ubisoft team. So there's so much potential for Mario to outshine here, and if you're a Mario fan and you're excited for Switch 2, oh boy, I think we are in for a treat this year in 2025. Last but not least, number 10, just be excited. I'm tired of people telling us to lower our expectations, and hopefully no one's telling you to do that with this show. But I know in every single Nintendo Direct, I feel like in the last 5 years, everyone's like, lower your expectations so that way you're not upset when nothing happens or something like that. It shouldn't be the case. We should be able to be excited. Life shouldn't be about lowering your expectations and just taking with what you can, you know what I mean? And just expecting the worst so that way you're not hurt. No, enjoy these moments. Enjoy March. March is going to be long, but enjoy the hype factor around it. That's why I'm here as well, to help you guys stay hype and excited for this Nintendo Direct. But we only get these like what, once every 8 years now, especially when we look at how long it's been since Switch released back in 2017. So yes, enjoy these moments. You don't know how much longer we have to enjoy new console releases like this and new eras of games that are right around the corner. The next Mario Kart reveal, the next 3D Mario reveal, all of it is about to happen in literally just over a month, and I cannot be more excited. You should be too. Be excited, expect great things, be happy, and enjoy this moment, because these are the moments that Nintendo fans love the most. Is just the pure hype and excitement where we get to all gather together in April and watch this thing all together and just speculate until the thing releases. And then boom, we're in a new era of video games with the Switch 2. But thank you so much for tuning in today. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe and comment down below what you are most looking forward to from the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. What part of the Direct are you most excited about? The first party games, the third party games? Are you more excited about the console itself? Or is there a specific game that you are most excited about? For me, of course, it's 3D Mario. I am so excited for Mario Kart, but 3D Mario is where it's at for me. And it's kind of where I just blossomed into gaming in the very beginning. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I can't wait to see what they've been cooking this long amount of time. So it's going to be a great month. April could not come sooner. But thank you for tuning in. And like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See you guys.